and welcome to the October episode of Hays Headlines. My name is Melissa Dixon and I'm the Executive Director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. My special guest today is Brian Buckstead, who is the conductor of the Hays Symphony, and he's going to give us some scoop on the upcoming season. Thank you so much for being here,
Melissa,
Brian.
thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I know you're the conductor during the show, but what's your day job?
I teach at Fort Hays State University in the music department, music and theater department. So I teach violin and viola. I obviously direct the orchestra. I teach other classes, music history courses, music theory, and so on. So that's my, I guess you would call it my day job. But the conducting part of it is a big part of that job.
And do you also play an instrument?
I do, yes. I'm a violinist and a violist.
Excellent.
And I have a number of string students there at the university.
Nice. Well, one thing I love about the symphony is that it's free for everyone, thanks to some fantastic, generous sponsors, which CVB is one. But I also love that you give a special concert for kids that is not your traditional, let's be quiet in our seats and listen to the music. It's very interactive, and that is coming up this month.
That is coming up at the, it's actually on Halloween Day.
Oh, wow.
Right on the 31st this year, which is really nice. So we are calling this concert our Creepy Classics concert. So it's going to be some of your favorite pieces, sort of the creepy side of classical music. So we have Dance Macabre, we have Night on Bald Mountain, we have In the Hall of the Mountain King, the great 1960 film Psycho. We have the score from that we were performing, of course, with the famous shower scene. And we have, a piece by Berlioz, March to the Scaffold from Symphony von Mystique. And we have music from Harry Potter. So it's just a really nice, fun program, and it is an interactive program as well. We, of course, invite everyone to dress up.
That's
I think the orchestra
one of the best parts.
And the conductor are going to dress up this year.
Oh, wow.
Let's hope for that. And it should be a fun time.
Very exciting. Looking at the auditorium, will be in Beach Schmidt for
correct
all the rest of the season.
Yeah, each concert is in Beach Schmidt. Correct.
And then after the Halloween show, what's coming up next on the schedule after that?
Next, we're doing something new this year. Normally, after our Halloween concert, we take a hiatus until spring semester, and we get going in January again. But I wanted to do a holiday concert this year. So we are doing what I'm calling a Holiday Pops concert. So it's mostly holiday themed, kind of popular classical music, as in music from TV, music from movies. So it's going to be a really nice, family event as well. We're going to have, a piece called The Bells of Christmas. That's kind of this medley of all of your favorite Christmas tunes. We have a Hanukkah piece as well. Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite. The Charlie Brown Christmas, you can't go a year without watching that. We have music from that. Christmas at the Movies, that's going to feature, music from different films like Home Alone and so on. Sleigh Ride, of course, the favorite. And finally, we're going to end it with a Christmas Carol sing-along.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So thank you. If that's not a regular occurrence, thank you for doing that, because people are ready to come to get out and to experience live music again.
And that will be December 4th.
Okay.
Saturday, December 4th, 7:30 at Beach Schmidt.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
And I know it's free, but we do give out tickets at the Welcome Center just so we don't overcommit to our space.
Yes, so we always have tickets available for these concerts. It is free. The ticket is just a reminder. You have this physical object to remind you to go to the concert. Of course, donations are always welcome. It does cost money to produce these concerts, but it is free.
And how many members are in the symphony?
Well, that varies according to the music that we are playing. If we are doing a piece for only strings, there will be a strings only piece, one in the Halloween concert. Then it would be a smaller, just the string orchestra. If we're doing a full, most of our pieces feature the full orchestra. So it's anywhere from 50 to 60, maybe up to 70 members.
It's so much work. Whenever I go to a performance, I just can't imagine how much work they put into it to sound that good, because it's always so professional.
Yes, we do put a lot of work into it. We rehearse a lot. So we want the performances to be as good as they can be. But the wonderful thing about live performances is the visceral quality to it, the sort of unpredictable quality to it, and in a sense, the imperfection of it, if I could say that. You know, like I just said, we strive to do our best, but that live experience of performing, all of us on stage, you never quite know what's going to happen, but that's what makes it exciting.
And I feel like it's one of the perks of living in Hays. It's a quality of life thing. It's a big city amenity, but it's a lot easier to do than if you're in a big city. It's gonna be easy to park. It's not gonna take you long to get there if you lived in Hays or anywhere in Ellis County. And it's going to be free when you walk in.
Absolutely.
So
it's an incredible asset
it's a treasure.
to this community.
It absolutely
that we
is
have
a treasure.
A symphony like this.
Well, where can people go if they are looking way far ahead to 2022 concerts? Where should they go to look for the schedule?
I would go to the Hays Symphony Facebook page for the latest information, but also hayssymphony.org, where you can find our full season schedule. But the Facebook page is generally the most up to date.
Great. And that'll be a great place to check for any changes that might pop up with capacity or rules or things like that. But so check on that before you get the kids all dressed for Halloween in their costumes. And we look forward to seeing you on Halloween.
That's going to be exciting.
For that concert. So, it is, because the kids are not sugared up or anything on that day.
It's going to be in the afternoon before all the trick-or-treating. So yeah, please come, family and everyone, and come for a great time.
We can't wait. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more Hays headlines.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, we can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors.
We are Kansas.
The team at Homestead Assisted Living is a proud supporter of the Hays community. Located just west of the Sternberg Natural History Museum, Homestead is a warm and welcoming community where residents receive compassionate care from licensed professionals. If you're curious about senior living options for yourself or a loved one, make Homestead your first call. Our kind and courteous staff would love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. Call us today to schedule a tour of Homestead or visit us online at homesteadofhays.com.
Welcome back to the October episode of Hays Headlines. My name is Sarah Wasinger, President and CEO of the Chamber in Hays, Kansas, and I am very excited to be joined by Curtis Brown. He is the president of the USD 49 Foundation for Educational Excellence. But before we get started, we want to give a quick shout out to Carol Staples and her team at Flowers by Francis for our beautiful set arrangement today. So Curtis, the foundation has been in existence for probably a lot longer than people might think. Do you want to kind of talk about how it got started and what you all do?
Sure. So we're a nonprofit organization started in 1988. So we've been around for some time. And like you said, a lot of people don't know how long we've been around. But since 1988, we've got 13 board members right now, which is our full capacity. And so what we are designed to do is to help support the students, the teachers, administrators, every staff member at USD 49 through financial grants that we give out that they apply for, and we're able to then help financially for all sorts of projects throughout the district.
Now you guys are funded through a couple of different ways. Do you want to kind of talk about how you get your resources and how you kind of share those resources back on to the students and staff?
Sure. So we, like you said, a number of ways that we get money. One way is we do have grants from outside. We write grants to a number of places, Hanson Foundation, the Kansas Health Department. So I mean, a lot of places outside of USD 49. We also private donations from people donate, memorials from people, also faculty of USD 49 do donate as well. And so just a wide variety of places where we get money. There's programs, like I said, there's programs with the banks, couple banks in town. So if you use your credit card or your debit card, some of that money does come back to the foundation. So
even during enrollment time, parents do have an option to donate as well. Is that correct?
that is correct, yes.
Okay, and that's kind of a newer thing that hasn't necessarily been around for maybe as long as what people might think.
Right. When enrollment went online, then that's an option. You can, one of the drop down boxes, you can scroll down and select that as well.
Fantastic. Well, let's just kind of go through a couple of the projects maybe that you all have funded so viewers at home can get a better understanding of what you actually support.
Sure. So, and just in the last year, so we've, like the lunches for the students at the Learning Center, they weren't included in the lunch plan, so we were able to fund lunch for those students that are at the Learning Center. We provided a grant to Westside to some of the renovations done at that building. That it was an older building that needed those, so we were able to grant some of the money there for them.
And was that like their library and stuff that you kind of helped?
It was everything.
Everything.
Everything. So it was library, kitchen, some of their entryway stuff, and then also some of the classroom updates. So
wonderful.
We donated some money to Roosevelt for their playground equipment there. We bought some assessment tools for the special education co-op to help them in their assessing students. Books at Wilson. We donated some money for the PE fundraiser at O'Laughlin. So just a number of places.
So you really touch everyone from pre-kindergarten all the way through being a senior in high school. So
yes, every student, every classroom in USD 49.
Wonderful. So I am excited because October marks your third annual Project 49 event. So I know that is a very well-attended event. I know it's exciting to be back because you had to take a little bit of a break last year, but let's talk about what that event all entails and how people can get involved and maybe come enjoy a wonderful evening.
Sure. And so when you talk about some of the fundraising or how we get money, our number one fundraiser every year is this auction. And you were part of help starting that. It was 4 years ago we had our first one. So last year we weren't able to have one, but it is an auction, it's a dinner, it's entertainment, it's everything wrapped into one, and it really is a great event. And so this year, October 23rd, it'll be at the Unrein building at the fairgrounds, and we're really excited for it.
So who's the entertainment going to be? I hear it's student-based, is that
correct? It is, yeah. Okay. So 2 years ago we had the chamber singers out there for kind of the opening act, and they're amazing. And so this year come around, we're like, well, let's have these students work hard on this and they perform so well. Let's have them as the main event. So they are going to be our main entertainment of the night. And really, if you haven't seen them, they are amazing.
They always do such a superb job with the music program at Hays High School. So you talked dinner, auction, entertainment. So I know that is Smoke & Co. coming back to do their barbecue again this year?
Yep. So it'll be, the meal will be catered by Smoke & Co. Jason Snyder and his crew are going to run the live auction. So that's always exciting. They do a great job at that.
Yes, they're very lively. So
they
definitely make sure that you have a good time when you're there. So let's talk auction real quick. So is there going to be a live and a silent auction at the event again this year?
Yes. Yep. Okay. So a number of silent auction items where throughout the evening you can bid on. And then there'll be a live auction, like you said. It's a lively event, and it's kind of held at the end of the event. So it's always a good time. It's a live auction. We also have a raffle as well. So there'll be some cash prizes, chamber checks as well available in that raffle.
We love that.
Yes.
We are quickly running out of time. So let's just talk about how people can get tickets, what their prices are, and a few of those details. So
tickets, $65 a person. Table of eight's $500. They're sold online at fundraiser.support/project489. You can go to our foundation page on Facebook or call the administration office at 623-2400.
And do you need to be present to win the night of the event, or can you purchase tickets even if you're not going for raffle
You
tickets?
can. Yep.
Perfect.
Raffle tickets can be purchased online. So.
Okay.
Yep. Everything's online this year.
Wonderful. So one more quick question for you.
Yes.
So who's going to be doing the drawing for the items this year? That's always fun at the end of the night. Is
Right.
that you? Do you do that again?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
it falls on me, I'm sure.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And are drinks included as well as kind of an evening snack at the
And
end
that-
to kind of take care of everything?
Right, I should open with that, but
There
yes,
you
it
go. Yeah.
it is an open bar, and there are going to be snacks at the end. So yes, it's fun for everybody.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be such a great time. Thank you so much for joining us, Curtis. We wish you all at the foundation nothing but the most success. Be sure to get tickets, purchase raffle tickets. It's going to a great cause. I think we forgot security school improvements is what the benefit will be for, correct?
At the buildings, at every building on USD 49.
Okay, well, come out and have a great evening. Support a good time. Stay tuned for the final segment of Hays Headlines for October.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
Welcome back to Hays Headlines for the last segment where I get to join my friends Sarah and Melissa to talk about all things happening in Hays. I'm Sarah Bloom with Downtown Hays Development Corporation. Hi, ladies.
How are you?
You've had a fun show today.
We have. It's exciting to have you here to talk about events again.
Yes, and more events. There's a lot happening this fall already. What do you want to talk about first?
Well, it seems like all Halloween stuff. I'm excited.
Yes.
Spooky good times.
I know, I say everything is my favorite, but this Market to Farm Fun Run was the favorite race I've ever done. And maybe that's because there was like a buffet at the end. But Market to Farm, so it says what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You start at the pavilion at the lovely Saturday morning downtown market.
Yes.
And then you jump on 12th Street and go out of town for like 4 miles.
It's exactly 4 miles from the market to the farm.
And then you end at Bethesda Place, who, if you've never met them, they show up at the market with their fresh herbs and veggies. And they were originally a tree farm, but they are a fantastic Christian home for disabled men.
Yep. Still a tree farm, still a
Love
farm.
them.
Yeah, lots of things that are out there, but they also expand every year. So there's just a beautiful garden and a swimming pool and all sorts of things out there.
Animals.
Yes, lots of animals.
They're always so proud of the produce and the stuff that they bring to market. It's so sweet to see how pumped they are to participate and just be with community.
Absolutely, and everybody knows Randy.
Yes.
If you don't, you haven't been to the market.
You're missing out.
Yes,
He's the boss. He's the boss of their
He's the
booth.
boss. Yes.
And then, well, you get there and you're pretty tired. And then the guys have been cooking for days.
Yes.
And there was a cauldron of scrambled eggs over the fire, little fruit tarts, and it was amazing. And it was
homemade breads.
Yeah, and all things made with the fresh ingredients from their farm.
And you actually eat outside, surrounded by the beauty of the garden.
It It was the best.
It was. And then you don't even have to run back after your meal. We shuttle you back into town.
Thank you for
if
that.
If you want. Now, I
Yes.
remember, now this hasn't happened in like 3 years because of scheduling conflicts and COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 years ago, the majority of people, it was so beautiful out, chose to run back. And I was like, God bless you all.
More power to you.
More power to you. I'm gonna ride. But there is that option too. If you want to run back, we're not going to stop you. But there's shuttles every half hour.
And if that run is too long, there's another option with Hays Rec.
Yes.
What's
And
the
there's
name of
donuts.
What's the name of it?
It's the half-mile run at something with donuts. But you start with a beer, you have a donut, you end with a beer, and it's only half a mile. Like, really,
Also
you're going to be
sounds
done in
awesome.
15 minutes.
Also sounds awesome. You could probably do both.
You probably could, yeah, because ours starts
Fearful
very
day.
early. Our registration starts at 6. The race starts at 7. I don't think theirs starts till 10.
Okay.
So downtown
Save the
Hays,
date,
Yep.
October 16th.
Yep.
Run whatever you want to run, and it's going to be wonderful.
And
Both
eat lots
have
of good
food, so I feel like you can win either way.
Farm to Fork dinner, October 14th, also
Mm-hmm.
related, but I feel like it may be sold out by the time this airs.
Potentially.
Good luck everybody who got on those tickets. And then
We are selling more than we ever have before. So with COVID precautions being a little less restrictive than they were last year, there are more tickets available. So hopefully if you're watching this, it's not completely sold out.
Awesome.
If it is, I'm sure we'll have a waiting list to get as many people accommodated as possible.
haunted tours.
Yes.
Always a good time.
Yes.
Downtown.
I'm going this year.
Have you been before?
I haven't. I keep saying I'm going, and then something always jumps up, literally. So I'm going to like have something jump up at me on the haunted
Yes.
tour.
Wait, so are
It's
you
scary.
someone that wants to be scared? Do you
Yes.
like being scared?
Okay,
I do.
you'll
I
love
do.
it.
Yeah.
You
The-
you have to go down the alley then, because you have
Okay.
the option of going down the haunted alley or skipping the alley. Because
Okay.
most of the tour is historical. Then there's the alley, which is just scare the
They just go
living.
nuts.
Yes, yeah.
They use all their talents with all their makeup,
Yes.
and
I mean, they had like girls walking backwards and like almost it looked like they were turning their head all the way around. It was very
so
creepy.
if you take smaller kids, skip the alley.
Skip the alley.
But it's a good time. That's the weekend of October 23rd,
Mhm.
and that's run by Hays Community Theater.
Yes, it's one of their largest fundraisers, so make sure you buy tickets.
They do a great job of it.
Mhm.
Trick or Treat on the Bricks, October 29th.
Mhm.
I know retailers missed seeing all those little costumes last year, so we want to get
Yes.
them back out there.
Yes, we did a drive-through last year, so we did get to see some costumes, but it was from a distance.
Not the
and
same.
Not the same. So yeah, we're hoping to have the 60 businesses that we would normally have participating in that again. We purposely do it during business hours so that our small businesses aren't having to stay open late or find extra employees.
Very nice.
Plus, we hope that the kids are already in their costumes on that Friday at school, so kids can just get picked up and come straight to downtown and leave with a lot of candy. You won't have to trick or treat on the 31st.
Does that start at 3:30 then, Sarah, on that
3
Friday?
o'clock, right at 3. Yep,
Okay,
3 to
perfect.
5. Yep.
Excellent. And then other activities include Paws Pumpkin Patch, only a mile and a half south of town.
Mhm.
Easy to get to, plenty of parking, free to show up. You just pay for all the pumpkins that you haul out. And last time I was there, we hauled out a lot. We also stopped for the s'more station.
Yes.
So be ready. Bring a couple bucks for snacks.
So it is free to show up. Each activity costs something though. So you can get all of them for one price, or you can pay to jump on the blob or go in the maze. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. That's
It's
what
like
my
a
kids call it.
trampoline, inflatable thing.
Yeah.
Super fun.
It is super fun. So there's lots of activities. But yeah, free to come and get a pumpkin.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Sarah, I'm sad because October also marks the end of the market. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Market has been running since May. It runs for 22 weeks. And yeah, it's very sad. Every October it ends. We will have some winter markets that we do in conjunction with the Strand. But yeah, October 23rd will be the last Saturday of the market for this regular season.
It's been an amazing season.
It's been a really
lots
good
of new
season.
vendors.
The
We've spent a lot of
Oktoberfest,
money
the
down
German
there.
market. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Kudos to you and the team for putting on such a lovely
Thank you.
ongoing market.
All
downtown.
alley, and
Yeah.
Snap and Double Up Food Bags all has been going phenomenally.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it makes Hays a better place to live. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
We're almost out of time.
Okay.
Should we tell them our websites?
Yes.
Sarah?
HaysChamber.com.
Visit Hays.com.
And downtownhays.com. You've been watching Hays Headlines. We'll see you again in November. Happy fall.
Hey there, Robert Riedel with Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, here today with Mandy Geese with First Assured Mortgage. Wanted to introduce you to one of our industry partners. Mandy has a long background in a lot of different ways in the industry. You were in banking for 13 plus years, spent some time at a title company, you've worked for a credit union, and now you're at a mortgage broker over at First Assured Mortgage. So tell me, what is different about working for a mortgage broker over at First Assured Mortgage?
There's a lot of benefits to having being a mortgage broker. You have the variety of different lenders to work with, so everybody's different, so you get to pick and choose who's best for that person.
So yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the biggest benefits that we see is that every client's different, and sometimes different lenders are a better fit for them, whether they have damaged credit or maybe they have stellar credit and they're just looking for the best rate they can find. So that's one of the things we really like about working with First Assured Mortgage. But on a related topic, what has changed about the home loan process? What do buyers/borrowers need to know going into this?
There's a lot of things that have changed over the years. You have to verify a lot more things. It's a longer and timely process, especially with COVID. The rates have dropped a lot, so everybody is more busier. The time frame has went from 30 days to 45 days to 60 days. So it's more strenuous. We have to ask for documents a lot more. It takes a lot more time, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely changed. It has gotten tougher, which is all the more reason to have a mortgage broker in your camp working with you to get the best lender. So somebody looking to buy a home, where do they start? What should they do?
Well, you definitely want to come to me first, because if you don't know what you qualify for, then you have to be able to know what you're approved for before you can start the process.
And sometimes there's some groundwork too, right? You got to work on getting all that information compiled, and by the time you're making offers and writing contracts, you've still got a lot of work to do if you haven't already done that stuff. So yeah, definitely. Well, thanks a lot for taking a little bit of time. Just wanted everybody to get to know you, understand the process and the framework that you're working in now, and hopefully they know where to go and who to call when it's time to get started.